This is an illness. Whiteness is a plague. Any and everybody can enact whiteness because it is a disease, it's a plague.
If you haven't seen the last video I posted, please go and check that video. It's about the pictures and videos coming out of Gaza in the past few hours. A place that was supposed to be safe for those people is no longer safe because it has been bombed and hundreds of kids have been killed, decapitated, and all that. It is a very hard video and footage to just watch. So if you have not seen, if you want to see the original footage, I'll advise you go on Hex to go check it out, because I know the other apps will censor those videos because it is just too graphic. While still on that, while still talking about the things that these Palestinian people are going through, there's this white woman who is sitting at the comfort of her own home. She has a light, there's water, she has every single thing that she needs. She has never had to fight to be seen as human in her entire life. She had this to say about people who are talking and fighting to be seen as human. She spoke about how annoying the people, the pro-Palestine people are, and she never believed that they are even going to be more annoying than the Black Lives Matter people. That's pissed so many people off. Still so pissed at the fact that a video is still live, like a video is still online. Imagine the people who are constantly living through the trauma being in Gaza right now, seeing this type of video. I put together this clip, so without wasting much time, let's get right into it.
Okay, the amount of annoying videos I see on a daily basis, the pro-Palestine people are actually worse than the BLM people were, which I didn't even know that was possible. Whatever you think you're doing for your cause, you're hurting it a million times more. And if you're so fond of a place, I suggest you leave America and you go there and you fight for that thing that you believe so strongly about. It has no place here anymore. I'm frankly very over it. This is a subject I don't even like and I don't even talk about because I don't agree with a lot of shit on both sides. But these people are like actually the worst. America's so bad. On your Whittle College campus your parents paid for. The worst. Oh, and ready for this. This is the kicker. You're not gonna like this one. You know who's not blocking airports? You know who's not blocking me from getting inside a coffee shop? My Jewish friends, because they're all at work making money. Because they're... The pro-Palestine people are actually worse than the BLM people were, which I didn't even know.
Y'all notice something? Y'all notice who the most annoyed at our protests are? You notice who the most outspoken people are against our movements for humanitarian rights? It's typically the people who have never had to fight for their own humanity to be recognized. Probably people who've never had to fight for anything at all. Likely people who are so hopped up on their own privilege that when they can't simply ignore our calls for treating us like human beings, have the audacity to pipe up and tell us how we are supposed to protest about the violence and the harm that's just directly affecting marginalized peoples. And you find that annoying? You find us calling for us to be treated like human beings annoying? I keep echoing this, I keep saying this. A lot of y'all have had the humanity bred out of you, and y'all are being really loud about it. It's on full display. Call the lady. Call the lady.
The amount of annoying videos I see on a daily basis, the pro-Palestine people are actually...
I've always been so fascinated by people like her who just let their mouth run wild. Like, she really pressed record, said all that, and her brain literally said, oh, let's just go ahead and post it. Like, imagine having a whole brain and not even being able to utilize it. Like, it is agonizing to witness this. It's agonizing. Like, her whole brain is going against her. Like, you and your brain agreed on posting that. And, like, your brain agreed with you and said, oh, let's go ahead and do this. Like, girl, literally get it together, because this is insane. Insane behavior. Insanity. Literally get it together, girl. Like, educate yourself, read a book, and maybe think before you speak. And think about it. Think about it. Is this beneficial? Is this educational? Is this necessary for me to say? Okay? Just think.
It has no place here anymore. I'm frankly very over it.
At first, when I saw what she said, I was tempted to just clown on her the same way a lot of people have been. How she didn't think through what she said. But I realized something. She has thought through what she said. Because she isn't the first person to say this, and this isn't the first circumstance in which people have said similar things before. Anytime you oppose violence and genocide, you oppose occupation, and you support the liberation of a marginalized group of people, when people tell you to go there and fight for that cause, they're telling you to go and get harmed. They're telling you to be dead. That's what they want from you. They know there's bombs there. They know the IDF is killing everyone they see. And when they tell you to go there, they've revealed that they've sacrificed their humanity for a little bit of temporary comfort. How they want to go about their day and not be reminded of the negativity that's caused by the actions of their government. That the very systems of power they support lead to death and destruction and starvation and disease across the world. She's currently getting ratioed on her own video, and I'm sure she's just going to dismiss it all as hate, as the haters, people who don't really understand what she's saying, or people who are pro-terrorism. Don't let it fool you. There's a genocide happening. So talk to your Palestinian friends and neighbors. They're here because they had to be here. Because the ones who aren't here are dead, or starving, or dying of dysentery and preventable diseases. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
The pro-Palestine people are actually worse than the BLM people were, which I didn't even know that was.
Whiteness is an illness. Whiteness is a plague. Any and everybody can enact whiteness because it is a disease, it's a plague. The idea of whiteness has been around for so long that a white woman like that can just riddle off whatever the hell she wants off the tip of her tongue and most likely suffer no repercussion, except for maybe in a digital sphere. But she looks like the type of woman who, if she's cornered and challenged to be held accountable, she'll pour out them white tears. And we all know that white women's tears are the back signal for violence. So be careful.
Daily basis, the pro-Palestine people are actually worse than the BLM people were, which
people like this and videos like this used to make me so mad, so frustrated as to what could they possibly be thinking. But now I see them and I'm just so sad. Like, their very existence seems frankly pathetic to me because they so desperately want to get a pat on the head and get a gold star for being such a good little patriot that they fundamentally misunderstand what makes somebody in this country a good patriot. Like, look at the history of this nation and the people that we uphold as our national heroes. Not one of them was somebody that towed the party line and kissed the ring. Every last one is a protester, is a rebel in some sense of the word. While many of them were slaveholders, which we cannot excuse, our founding fathers did go up against the largest and most powerful military force in the world at the time and won. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Angela Davis are all seen as national heroes who fought against this country's government to make sure that people in this country were recognized as fully enfranchised citizens. Even when we recognize international heroes, we uplift those that are fighting against the system in order to fight for freedoms of other people. Look at Nelson Mandela, look at Gandhi. So again, when I see videos like this, I am just filled with sadness at how pathetic of an attempt this is to be seen as a patriot. Because as history tells us, you will be seen as nothing more than a full-grown adult screaming at a 7-year-old Ruby Bridges as she tries to attend elementary school. You'll be remembered as Governor Phoebus, who called the National Guard on the Little Rock Nine. That glory that you're seeking, that stone tablet of history that you desperately want to etch your name into, that belongs to the students that fought and were gunned down at Kent State. It belongs to the families that were interned at the American-Japanese internment camps. It belongs to Fred Hampton, Sitting Bull, and Crazy Horse. And it definitely belongs to the students that are protesting their colleges and demanding that they disclose and divest from any kind of military aid they are sending to Israel. If you actually paid attention in school, then you know that this country's government has never been on the right side of history. But the people of this nation have, and we have continued to push this country into a better and a brighter future, and to call upon our government to actually uphold and to actually live by the ideals that we say we do. But again, I will reiterate, the history of this nation does not take kindly to bootlickers. So if you agree with Emily's take or Emily herself, I would get up off your knees, wipe the shoe polish from your mouth, reevaluate your stance here, and think about what you want your legacy to be. Because in this country, glory doesn't come to those who kiss the ring, but to those who rebel. So power to the people, power to the rebels. I stand with the Students for Palestine. I stand with Jewish Voices for Peace, and free Palestine.
The pro-Palestine people are actually worse than the BLM people were, which I didn't even know that was.
Did she just say the brown people who want to be left alone are just as bad as the black people who want to be left alone and not killed and murdered? Did she just say Black Lives Matter is a movement? And I know people are going to go, but they were taking money and there was this and there. It's a movement. It's a sentence. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was in response to police brutality. Y'all kill me every time. Did she just say the brown people wanting to have rights is just as bad as the black people that want to have rights?
I just feel like some white people are really selfish and full of themselves. And she's one of them. You mean to tell me that people who are speaking up about a genocide that is going on overseas, who's trying to protect innocent lives, are annoying? Get the fuck out of here. Then when she want to say that the pro-Palestine people are just annoying as the BLM people, yo, y'all really be showing each and every time when I get on this app, you guys are racist. It's insane to me. You are so bothered by people who's willing to fight for people of color or people who are part of a certain demographic of minorities. For what? I swear to God, yo, when I tell you there are some Caucasian people, for real, who will allow racism to happen today, I mean it. People like her are the reason why racism still exists today. I said what I said.
A video is very, very annoying. The fact that she felt that was cool or something reasonable to say makes me so sick. Like, you sat down there in a place where you have every single thing you want. You can eat whatever it is you want. There's light for you to do anything. There's light for you to do anything you want. There's light to keep you warm. You have every single thing at the tip of your finger. But yeah, you are sitting and saying it is so annoying to see people talk about fight for minorities and just wanting to be seen and treated as human while you have every single thing. Tell me that you don't think without telling me you don't think. Tell me you don't use your senses without telling me you don't use your senses. Tell me you have drank from the cup of entitlement and audacity like your forefathers without telling me that you have. Because the audacity that you need to have to sit in a very comfortable place and say the people who are protesting for these people to be free are annoying is sickening. Like, it's so sickening to the point that I find it very hard that she actually filmed that video and felt it was okay. She clicked on record, she checked after recording, and as well click on post and said, you know what, I did something in this video. Let me post it because yes, they are so annoying. Why are they disturbing my timeline? Why are they disturbing me? I am tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing these people who get involved talking about wanting these people to be free, for the minorities to be treated right. At this point, it is given I have no humanity left in me. At this point, it's given I'm evil and I'm not scared to say I'm evil. At this point, it's given I hate you people and I don't want you people to exist. Like, so many things, and we get the memo and the message that you are passing across. Remember that the internet is forever and there is something called digital footprint, because I'm sure that this video are going to be surfacing in the nearest future because you will probably be needing them. Let me hear what you guys think about this lady's video. Let me hear what you think about the fact that she was so comfortable in her house with lights and everything available and talking and saying these people are so annoying for speaking and fighting for the rights of those who are being killed daily. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.